Reading comprehension is about understanding what you read. Of course, there is more to it than that. When you comprehend what you are reading, you are not only understanding the words and their meanings, but you are also understanding them enough to form opinions, thoughts, and reflections about what the words mean together. Reading comprehension is like having a conversation with someone. If you do not understand what the other person is saying, you will have no idea what they are talking about and have nothing to say in return. No one wants to have that conversation. So in order to understand what you're reading, you have to follow certain steps. The first step is to read on your level. When making your way through a passage, you should be able to pronounce and know the definition or meaning of most of the words. If you cannot do this, then you are probably reading above your comprehension level. If you don't understand or know how to say the words in the passage, then your focus will most likely be on the unfamiliar words and not on understanding what you are reading as a whole. In this case, distraction comes into play, and the next thing you know, you have no idea what the last page even said. The second step is to respond to what you are reading. Remember the dreaded questions that came at the end of each story in your elementary reading class? There was a point to these questions, to see if you understood what you read. Responding to what you are reading is important because while you may believe you understood a passage, there's also the possibility you did not. A great way to find out for sure is to answer specific questions or write down your opinions about the text, which requires you to give more in-depth thought to the passage. The third step is discussing what you read. Many of you can read a passage, answer a few questions about the content, and say whether or not you liked the text. But how many of you can provide details about what you just read? Discussing what you read with others is a great way to fully understand what you are reading. One example is belonging to book clubs where a group of people discuss what they are reading. As not everyone reads or understands a passage the same way, hearing and discussing other people's interpretations and observations can add to or confirm your own comprehension. This goes both ways. If you truly understand or comprehend what you have read and can offer some insights, then you are most likely helping others improve their understanding or ability to look at a passage a different way. Reading comprehension means understanding what you read. There are several steps involved in reading comprehension. First, you need to make sure you are reading on your level of understanding. If you're having trouble understanding individual words, then most likely you will not understand what you are reading as a whole. Second, you need to think about and respond to what you read, either by answering questions or writing an opinion. Third, when you take the time to form an opinion and think in depth about what you read, you can discuss your thoughts with others. Discussion, such as through a book club, is a great way to confirm if you really understood what you have read or help other readers do the same.